Hey guys, welcome to Cosmiclighthouse. I'm Justine. I don't know what the reading is about. We're just fucking channeling, pulling some cards, and tapping in. I truly was gonna take a nap. I had a delicious salad and I was like, windows open, let's take a nap. My spirit team was like, no, film for YouTube. So here we are. Here we are. Okay. I'm not surprised that heavy energy is already kind of like popping off. I knew that was kind of going to be the theme of this. But again, I'm just delivering messages. I'm not going to attach zodiacs to this. If specific ones come out, I will let you know. Fuck. Girl, what the fuck is that bitch up to? I don't know. Erica Kirk is all over this energy. She's like, full tea! Full tea! What is this bitch up to? I don't... She speaks dark magic. Okay? I don't want to focus on that bitch. Interesting. Overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles. The King of Swords is showing up here too. Okay, so what does it actually mean to have physical alignment in your life? So when I say alignment, I'm not just being in a, oh my god, the stars are aligned type vibe. It's a, how am I choosing to exist daily? How am I choosing to be present, be here? How am I choosing to be in opportunities that allow myself to get to where I need to go next? That's alignment. You putting in the effort, okay? I just watched Carol Burnett and Amy Poehler's podcast on the Good Hang podcast, and like Carol Burnett is truly, her and Carrie Fisher, those two women are the reason why I am the woman I am today. Like, seeing Carol Burnett just be this incredibly funny, driven, talented woman who truly changed, television and sketch comedy as a whole. She is such a bad bitch, okay? I'm not gonna go on a rant about Carol Burnett, but in that podcast, Carol Burnett talks about how she feels like she's always had a guardian angel with her, and that, circumstances led to other circumstances, but she had to be conscious about which move to make next. 3, 4, 5, as I say that. So with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ace of Cups, you are getting, there's two timelines always. A timeline of greed versus a timeline of being in your heart. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is fucking nasty. She's a gross ass, lower vibrational, unhealed, divine feminine. This also could be just like immature men as well. Because when women are on their periods, they have more testosterone. It's giving like Andrew Tate crowd, Nick Fuentes energy. Okay. We're talking about people in the media, I guess, today, but I don't want to do that. But again, be aware of but it's important, okay? Be aware of the things that are happening in our social media these days. Be aware of, the programming, the intentional propaganda that is happening. Just be... be mindful of how much intake you will consume in regards to what's happening in the world. Please be aware. Please be aware. Do not be ignorant, because if you're ignorant to what's going on, you are part of the problem. They can't do any more sacrifices to get things in return. I told y'all months ago. Whatever the fuck was in that contract, it ended. And they are fighting tooth and nail to get to where they have the control that they had. But the timeline, that's not in the timeline's favor anymore. The shifting that is happening is so fucking intentional. It's so beyond our comprehension. My brother and I were talking about this last night, and he goes, "We are fucking dumb." My older brother and I are dumb, and he and I always talk about Alex Jones. Like, every single conversation that we have, Alex Jones is brought up. And yesterday when I was on the phone with him, he was like, "Justine, Alex Jones is right." I was like, "Dude, I know." Oh god. This is also, y'all know, I took a break from YouTube from filming readings for energy check-ins like this because it's heavy. And I did not have the emotional capacity to do that while I was also simultaneously in school, working 13-hour days. Like, I could not be doing energy work at that time. But now things in my life are shifting so that I am able to do this. So I'm going to do my best to deliver the more darker messages, not only hold on, how do I want to word this? Do my best to deliver these darker messages to not spread fear, but to create awareness and an understanding that maybe your subconscious will understand. So we were talking about when you go to Walmart and you would see all of the missing children. Those were children that were for sale. These energies, these demonic entities that are attached to individuals, like, we've been talking about this, I have been talking about this since the dawn of time, like, truly, and having such confirmation in this physical reality of what is happening is so important for our human evolution, to understand that maybe there are darker spirits running the program, and it's obvious that that is fucking true. So if lower vibrational entities exist and we have to live in a universe of balance, then obviously higher vibrational entities exist. But we are those higher vibrational entities trapped here. Okay, I just want to preface this. Some of y'all are not trapped. Some of y'all chose to be back here on Earth, and like, hello, me too, Diva. Some people are, though. Some people's soul contracts are so caught up in this. They are. So how do you make sure your heart is light as a feather? Here's the thing, dude. People don't understand when they sacrifice something, they're not getting their soul back. And too many fucking people are doing that shit and not even registering, recognizing this is just temporary. When we die, that is a whole other plane and entity of existence in itself. So this is not promised, and we as human beings know this. The only thing that we all have in common is that we are born and we die. So if that in itself is kind of like a foundational principle shift, what it's going to do, it's going to alter the way that people truly exist consciously in a way that is going to allow individuals to either act on lower vibrational impulses or truly elevate themselves, help other people, get through the medicine, and understand all of the trauma that every person has been holding can be released. You have to do the work. So with the Strength card coming out sideways and the Nine of Cups in the reverse, so it's giving very heavy Egyptian energy. So when the constellation was in Leo, and the Sphinx was created. Let's again just like look at this from an astrological standpoint. Just like go watch a Graham Hancock video, please. And a Randall Carlson video. Like, again, educate yourself. If things in the cosmos give energetic and vibrational mappings to, places in time, where the fuck am I going with this? Huh? Girl, we're so deep in channeling right now. Oh my god. What the fuck was I talking about? Okay, Atlantean energy. So what happens when the vibration goes sour? What happens when the cup goes sour? Everybody's looking for X, Y, and Z. Everybody's looking for outside satisfactions. But then they're not understanding or recognizing that the satisfaction is here. Why the fuck were we talking about the Sphinx and the constellation of Leo? It comes back around, it comes back around. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Swords versus the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. What a manipulative cunt. What a loser, dirtbag, projection child. Okay, so I am experiencing people feeling some type of way about me not being their friend, and I don't owe people anything. I don't owe you anything, okay? If I can't force myself to be fake or like you. Like, that's just not who I am. And I'm experiencing people posting on their stories about me, hanging out with specific people, feeling some type of way, in a way that it's like kind of harassment. And like, there are specific people, and I'm not gonna call them out on my social media, but if you know, bitch. Like, you're weird as fuck. I'm exhausted by it. I'm exhausted by other people not registering and recognizing that their own actions and behavior are the reason why I don't want to fucking hang out with them or exist with them. The timeline. Okay, hold on, I'm glitching. There was a point to this. People are not, that's what this is. People who are so encompassed by their own projections. Like, I can't be around you. It makes me physically fucking ill. Your bad vibes suck. Go take a shower. Spiritual shower. Fuck. Well, then the Queen of Cups is like, I understand that everything that I need comes from my heart, not from outside satisfaction. So I'm good. We wet. You know what I mean? Stop projecting on other people and then asking why does nobody like me? Weird bitches. We have the Ten of Wands and then the Star card in the reverse. There is shit happening that is like, I'm just seeing energy being thrown at shit, and it's like harming whatever it's being thrown at, but it's not at the core. Now they're showing me that scene in Fern Gully where they're trying to, is that his name, Hexus? They're trying to chop down the tree, but they can't. And then the fairies all save it. Oh, Fern Gully. We have top of the deck. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I need you to be in this energy of understanding. Again, I'm going to keep repeating this message because Spirit is continuously reminding me to say this message. What you put out, you get back. So if you are in a space of loving, being present, that is so needed. Sticking up to the man, fighting fascism. Everything's a distraction. That's another thing my brother and I were talking about. Everything that we got going on. Like, what else? what just came out of my mouth. Okay, so I just showed you the Five of Cups, which is about loss. So this woman goes on Fox News, but she calls it Fox TV because it's not Fox. It's not a news program, and she's doing a live tarot reading on the orange boy with the crispy corn hair, who poops his pants. She pulls that card and just laughs, and that's the card of loss. And it's televised loss, and more and more and more keeps being revealed. And I'm sitting back eating my popcorn. And I also want to say that I am having to really, I said this in one of my last readings too, but I this is continuously, again, me just making sure I'm grounded in this, but also making sure that other people, you know, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're your own person. Be a good person. I hold space for those who are understanding that they were wrong. Yeah, I'm angry. But also these people needed to wake the fuck up and be like, oh shit, dude. Platforming on Christianity doesn't mean that you're actually a Christian. That being a Christian babe is your values, who you are as a person, how you're honoring God. You know what I mean? These are tied up together, and I'm not even gonna fucking deal with it anymore. That you're taking people's vulnerabilities and turning it into profit and pain, but that's like the whole goal of it all with the dark magic. And I think more and more people are waking up, and they needed to wake up because they were sleepers. We have on target, you're following your ideal life path. Like, again, you're here. You need to be here. You need to be present. You need to be alive. If you are feeling called to join in any sort of, like, political movement, I encourage you to do so, but be safe about it. Stand up and use your voice. We are not powerless, okay? 1717, 88 as I say that. We have the Goddess card. Healing feminine energy as well as self-confidence. And it showed up in the reverse, dude. I'm telling you, there is there's magic being thrown to hurt people. Last thing I'm doing is relapsing. I'm just saying that. Last year was one of the hardest years of my life. I had so much shit going on while I was simultaneously going through school, and I just had to exist in it and be present in it. And I continuously had to keep telling my professors at school that I am doing the best I can. I'm trying not to relapse. And they would look at me and like, I don't say shit like that unless I truly mean it. Like, I refuse to relapse again. I'm not doing it. I'm not allowing myself to get into a space where I'm, okay, trigger warnings, consistently harming myself physically, drinking myself into oblivion, taking XYZ pills. I'm not doing it. I'm not numbing myself with substances. I'm not harming myself. And so all of these things were going down. And the universe is funny. The universe is funny. The whole thing is, how are you responding, not reacting? And all I had to do was just exist. And I got through it. It's happening. Ugh. Vulnerable. You have a choice every day. Some of you don't, though. Fuck. I'm not going in that rabbit hole. Perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Keep going, dude. Like, I need people to find some sort of creative outlet. Find community. You know what we did last night? We went to the gay bars and shook ass till 2 a.m. Shook ass, sweating, looking good, feeling gorgeous, okay? It was so healing. To be a woman is a act of rebellion against the system. So how can you be your most authentic self so that way you are fit to be a program? Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies to achieve your goal. The earth spirits, they are not playing. We were talking about Fern Gully. Fairies, they're definitely here. Wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. I like that. And then the festival in the reverse. An energetic blueprint for a fantastic event. So if this energy is in the reverse, I'm telling you, contracts. There are dark contracts that are being played out right now. I don't know how, but they are. I keep staring at this one. I love this. I love that, like, I'm falling in love with decks that I have bought in. The green, man, homie has been nonstop in my energy. Very fairy energy. Oh my god, I love this tarot deck so much. This little oracle deck. Alright, what does the collective need to know? I keep seeing this portal. Y'all see it? Let's see if it comes out. It says seek your desires. So we'll see. We'll see if she flies out of the deck. Time to ground. Definitely be here. You're in Aquarius season right now. Happy Aquarius season. I'm such a Capricorn. The Capricorn season just ended, and I'm like, where is fucking Taurus season? Where is it? I need Taurus energy. I love Taurus season. Oh, bitch. Taurus season. Horny. When I was a little kid and we would go to family reunions and our family plays spades and we get competitive as fuck. My older cousin, who I thought was the baddest bitch on the block, she always had her nails done. She was so chic. I literally was like, I just want to be like her. Like, she's so cool. And she would always shuffle and she would do the bridge and she would do it so effortlessly. And all I ever wanted to do as a kid was to be able to shuffle cards like that. And so, like, here we are. We're just getting emotional. We are just getting emotional and vulnerable. Story time with Justine type shit. Okay, what messages for the collective? Alright, first card out, show that you care, followed by know your fears in the reverse. Dude, there is dark fucking magic everywhere. You have to counteract it. You like it's the light and the dark, dude? The yin and the yang. If there's lower vibrational entities, there's higher vibrational entities. And dragons are very spiritual. I'm not trying to put this man on blast, but I'm going to put my birth dad on blast for a little bit. I know a couple people that have told me that they don't believe in the dinosaurs. And I'm like, their bones are here. But pop off, I guess. And then he looked at me and he goes, because I think they were dragons. And I was like, okay, like, I see you. I can accept that. I don't know. How come there's so much art with dragons, you know, that are like, you remember, was that like a cathedral? Some sort of church that like removed a painting and behind it was another like a painting and it was depictions of dragons everywhere? Like, where'd they see that? Embrace spirit. So if we have these two energies happening simultaneously as well, spirit showing up, like there is so much divinity that is happening. So if we are living in a time matrix of consciousness and the universe, God, source, whatever this consciousness is doing, it is learning, growing, and evolving. So it's learning through the good, it's learning through the bad, and we are a product of that. What does it mean to actually have balance with that? And do you think we as humans can balance the scales? Or do you think we'll keep falling? Focus, then act. Get it together. Be very conscious about the moves that you are making right now. Very conscious. We have seek your answers within, with that heart. That's that Ace of Cups energy. It's coming back around. Told you. And it's the last card of the set. I told you. Seek your destiny. Came out. Okay? Go through this portal right now. Follow the spirit guides. Definitely. So when... Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for The Legend of Korra. If you have not seen this, go watch all of Korra, then come back to this video. Great. Okay, did you go? Great. Okay. When Korra loses her connections to her past life avatars, she goes to the Tree of Time. And in the Tree of Time, you know, she gets poisoned. She's trying to figure out who she is as a woman again and, like, who she is as the avatar. As she's in the Tree of Time, all of her memories come back, her past life memories, all of this just, like, enters her subconscious. And then she's able to move forward more confidently and truly step into this next level avatar, and I cannot wait for the next Avatar series, okay? I'm literally a 29-year-old teenager about to freak the fuck out because this girl, her only spirit guide's gonna be fucking Rava and Korra, and I'm not gonna be okay, okay? So sit with yourself, figure out these unconscious little messages, and figure out how to level the fuck up and move on. Bottom of the deck, embrace your feminine. The goddess energy is here. And maybe look up the egg theory. Look it up. "26 minutes? Yeah, let's keep going. I don't know. What the fuck are you paying attention to? What are you giving your energy? What are you feeding, dude? Okay, pyramids. Let's see if the Sphinx comes out, because maybe this will help trigger what that download was. So the Blue Lotus is a psychedelic, and in different, like, ancient cultures, when a baby is born, they will feed the baby some of the Blue Lotus. Some of them will feed them, like, specific Amazonian cultures also, they will feed the babies dimethyltryptamine, DMT, and it's supposed to, like, help these babies remember their past lives so that way they can be more consciously aware of what their mission is in this present life. Work. So I guess what I'm saying is that you need to figure out how to be more conscious in this present life, and there's so much past life energy that is happening. I don't know about you, but all of the girly pops in my life are in their winning era. We're out of fight or flight mode, okay? We're out of it. You want to know what we're doing? We're all changing, growing, and evolving. Also, all the girlies recently, we have been so fucking intuitive, and I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, all of my friends who are mothers, they're like, I'm having these dreams, and I'm like, girl, I'm not surprised. I like, I'm gonna put Sanaya on blast, and Sanaya's just like, am I really this psychic? I'm like, yes, dumbass. Okay. First card out, Anubis, Guide and Protector. That's so funny. I was gonna say his name right as I picked up this deck. I should have said it. Anubis, when you die, in Egyptian culture, they believe that Anubis is going to be the one that greets you, and the Anubis will take your heart and put it on a scale, and he asks, is your heart as light as a feather? So having Anubis show up when we're talking about this consciousness balance of the scales, I really like it. My big dog. I once had a guy tell me that he was really scared of Anubis, and he knew I was pretty spiritual, and I go, well, hey, you do me dirty and that dog comes after you, that's not my problem. But when somebody told me that they were scared of Anubis, I was like, I can't be fucking with you, because why? That means you're running from something. That means you're running from something. Baby, when I enter your life, your spirituality changes. Your consciousness changes. Because mine continuously changes, grows, and evolves. I'm a direct line to spirit. Like hotline bling. All right, what else to the collective? Thank you. Creating and writing. What an art. Literature and the act of writing truly is a skill that we need to keep alive. Try to do it every day. Like, I have grown interested in penmanship again because I think it's so cunty, having a cute little cunty little signature. You know what I mean? Or just like little cute writing. Akashic Records. That's, if Anubis is here with creating and writing too, what kind of past life shit is going down? I don't know. Schedule a personal reading with me. Osiris, heavenly messages. Damn. Isis's husband. Very tapped into spirit. I'm telling you, this whole time, this is so divinely orchestrated. So what happens if the higher vibrational entities pop the fuck off? We have scrying, true future, followed by stars and timing. There's divine timing happening. Nua is the goddess of the cosmos. So basically, like, if I remember this story correctly, I believe that this same energy is also a Native American story. Don't quote me. Go do your research. These are just stories that I've read, and I'm trying just to recall them off of memory. But this spirit guide is, you know, she kind of is like the bridge. She is the stars. How do you be a part of the stars? Cobra and then star being. Oh my god. Starseeds, wake up, Starseeds. Girl, no, I'm not kidding, you guys. And I tell my friends this all the time, and they see it all the time, and it's so funny. I am fucking Edward Cullen at the gig. I am literally sitting there being like, demon, 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 angel, like, cat, food, sex. Like, you know, when he's sitting there pointing about reading everybody's mind, I can see your soul. I can see your soul. I can see your consciousness. I can see everything about you. We are at the club last night. And I literally looked to my girl and I was like, there is a fucking vampire that will not leave me the fuck alone. Will not leave me alone. Kept following me. And I was like, I see you. Move, bitch. Like, Quit trying to suck off of me. It was so funny. I really have been staying inside while being in school. And I was out in the street, so one of my guy friends saw me, and he just looked at me, and I was like, I'm free. Out in the streets. We have magical protection showing up, and then Akashic Records, okay? Let's clarify this. Let's go deeper, and then we'll end this in like 20 minutes is really what I'm feeling. Me just like pushing these tarot boxes. So stupid. Alright, let's clarify this guide and protector new list. I'll take you to the Garden of Eden. Oh, this is a hard deck. Hard deck to crack. Anyway. Alright, we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, followed by the Lovers in the reverse. So this is a energy of situations, especially within people. The way that individuals, we talked about projections, lessons, intentional, look at the heart, intentional damage to your heart chakra. These could be past life lessons as well. Specific situations that showed you how to open your heart, how to trust the process all along, how to trust yourself, how to trust your spirit team. Somebody's cheating on you. Somebody's cheating on you. I don't know who that's for. If you're watching this message and you think that your significant other is cheating on you, the answer is yes. one time, I feel like since this is like past in my life more and I've worked through the trauma and through the PTSD, I'm really comfortable sharing this. I'm just gonna say trigger warning before all of this too. I had an individual do sex magic on me, and oh my god, that was like, it was such a terrifying moment in my life. I was not, I don't need to go into any more detail other than that. And it ended up exposing that this person had like 5 girlfriends. And that was the one thing that I was able to look at the positive with all of this. This individual and I very much had some sort of contract with one another. And it really fucked me up for a long time. Just because that like wasn't my first like sexual assault situation that has happened to me. That was such a different level of it though, that I don't ever want to experience ever again. That's this energy. Sneaky Dickens behavior. And it's interesting because like people don't understand when they fuck around and find out that's not my problem. And I think you guys need to, a lot of you are very much in that vibrations, very spiritually protected by your ancestors. And you know that if you get fucked with, like, you can't help that there are spiritual people protecting you. Don't be dumb. What is this creative writing? I'm going to pause for a second and go back to this. When you're able to be in a space where you're looking back at really harsh, negative situations, really dark situations. So for me, the root of that whole situation that I was able to kind of look at and, you know, see everything from a whole different perspective from being so far removed from it, especially timeline-wise, I was able to like connect with so many of the female ancestors that have came before me who sold their body for men in many different ways, shapes, and form. And what it did was it allowed me to have such freedom over my sacral chakra and rejuvenation, and it taught me how to be more aware of magic and what it looks like, what it feels like. And if that's how I can heal through that, then I'm going to heal through that. So if you're in these spaces where you're looking back at really dark situations that have happened to you and trying to figure out how to heal through the narrative or change the narrative, two things can be true. You can accept the things that have happened to you and you don't have to forgive them. Okay? And then the other thing to be true is that it takes time to heal. Sometimes your body and brain doesn't register and recognize that time has moved on, especially if you're in trauma. So let's say that you have past lives of trauma like this and you're healing in this lifetime. Like, things are going to happen the way that they need to happen. And it may not be easy, but that's shadow work, Diva. What's this creative writing? We have the Queen of Coins coming out sideways. So she came out in the reverse in the first round of tarot. Now she's coming out sideways. So she's kind of evolving. And that's what this energy is calling to do, is to evolve. So being... Material realm, dude, is so fucking thick. We have to figure out how to balance it out with the arts. Otherwise, what are we doing? What are we doing? We have to balance it out with the arts. I know so many people whose throat chakras are very activated at this time. And like the diamond's right at her throat. So people that are understanding that they can speak things into existence. I mean, you can even look at this as like a whole manifestation 101 thing. 369, baby. Damn you fine. You do speak things into your reality. Yeah, there's things outside of our control, but, unfortunately, that control is because other people are speaking harder things into our reality. Counteract it. What's this heavenly message from Osiris? Thank you. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. I really like it. The Five of Cups in the reverse. What a good fucking card. Because that's not relapsing. That's not drowning yourself. That's being present and being conscious. What it's going to do, it's going to make you have a clearer mind. So that way you can have clearer communications with your higher self, with your spirit team. Have a connection to the cosmos. Got it. So when I was talking about the Sphinx in the constellation of Leo, we have to understand that the people that came before us, here's that download, babies. I told you it would come back around. The people that came before us were so tuned into the cosmos, and they had such a deep understanding of it. So when we are so far removed from that and so in tune to the physical reality, and entities are trying to make us not remember that we are spiritual beings, what that does is that it will keep us in chains, mentally, physically, spiritually, for so long, until they break. With every ending comes a new beginning. The Ace of Coins in the reverse. So when you live in a reality that is funded by greed and manipulation, and the physical matrix is intentionally designed to keep people stuck, and the divine is coming through with the Hierophant here. Taurus energy, Taurus season. With the fucking Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Stars and timing, baby. Stars and timing. I don't get other birds are chirping. It's an owl. It's still going. The spirits are speaking. The animal spirits are speaking. The spirits of passed on human beings are speaking. The earth is speaking. Are you listening? What's this true future? Death in the reverse followed by the Four of Coins in the reverse. This is really nice energy because what's happening is a false foundation is crumbling. The Four of Coins is holding on to things when it's in the upright, tight. You need to release it. This is the releasing of energy that is no longer serving us. There's a lot of portals, a lot of quantum jumping, a lot of divine timing happening. With the serpent on this Ace of Coins, I didn't even notice that at first. We just got out of the year of the snake. We're now in the year of the horse. A snake sheds its skin, baby. With the Emperor card, magical protection. I said this in one of my last readings, and again, if the messages continue, that means that they have such validity and strength to them. Shout out to the divine masculines who are speaking the fuck up. We need you. We need you. Stop being a weird-ass bitch, period. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse, followed by Justice in the reverse. Karma is happening, babe. So what side of the scales are you on? Knight of Cups in the reverse. Nasty ass bitch. Please, for the love of God, do not accept beverages from strangers. I do not need you to be getting roofied. Close this reading out. What, 45 minutes later? What happened? Where are we? Literally, hello? Osset's temple. Hello, Isis. Alright, final messages for the collective. Life is a movie, learn it when it's through. Life is a lesson, you learn it when it's through. What is that from? Is that a Limp Bizkit lyric? Now I know why you want to hate me. Because hate is all the world has ever seen lately. Take a Look Around by Limp Bizkit. Go listen to fucking Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Okay? With the good comes the bad comes the good. I'm gonna live my life how I should. Sure. Alright, final messages for the collective. What do they need to know? If you've stayed and watched this reading, thanks for locking the fuck in. Starseed, thanks for locking the fuck in. I have some new followers, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Cosmic Lighthouse. We're here shining light on our spiritual medicine. Alright, final messages for the collective. Thank you. The first one out, we have the third eye chakra coming out in the reverse. This is an intentional attack on your third eye and your psyche. So how do you counteract that? We also have shine your light in the reverse. When these two energies come out, this is an intentional attack on who you are as individuals. So you need to be authentic. Show up. Both of these are as above, so below. The sound of the universe, really nice, followed by freedom, really, really nice. Allow yourself to be free in your own body. What does that look like? Girl, I have a fucking Skittles, Starburst jelly bean motherfucking hair, you know? My hair's literally rainbow. I've never had this in my life. I'm doing everything that I possibly can to be my most authentic self in hopes that it inspires other people to do the same. Fire in the reverse. What was that? A couple days ago I said, is everything needing to go up in flames? Maybe. This is a dark encoding, dark DNA. DNA tampering. Crystal key in the reverse. Atlantean energies. Love and compassion in the reverse. They are intentionally throwing vibrations to harm us. So how do you take control of your mind, body, and spirit, Diva? Dude, the eternal violet flame in the reverse. This is been happening for so long. It's been happening for so long. Radical expansion, though. Please. Fuck. With life force energy, God, please be yourself. Be here, be now. I love you guys. I don't even remember anything that I said in this tarot reading. With that being said, goodbye.